Welcome everybody to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions and today we're using Score Merchant as always, using the same exact build we used in the last video except we changed one perk. That build consists of Hex Survivor Hook. What this perk does is every time you hook a survivor and then they get unhooked and we're not near the hook, we get a token. At 2 tokens, we gain 5% haste after hooking a survivor. 3, we can expose them. 5, we can kill them. Scorch with Pain Resonance, I don't know what this perk does. 4 random hooks become Scorch hooks. We hook us around with a Scorch hook for the first time. The generator the most progress, lose 25%. We have Surveillance, so we can see exactly what generators are regressing. If it's regressing, it turns white. If it's not regressing, it turns yellow, and then we're good. Jolt, where if we down a survivor, all survivors near that down, all gens near that survivor that we down, automatically regress by 8% and lose 8%. Battle target processor will let us be able to make survivors get exposed faster, and then of course we're going to use our brown nose journey to make them oblivious. If you look at my character, you can see that I have a new skin. So there's a new skin inside of the store, and I definitely bought it. But then after I bought the skin, it hit me that I am now prestige enough to where, well, I leveled up Score Merchant enough where I got all her prestiges. So I have been using a full prestige build where it's bloody everything with her, and it looks so good because her hair is red, so her hair being red makes it even better looking. And then the dress they gave her, or the outfit they gave her in the store at the moment, looks really good on her, so it's just like really good looking. So at first I was gonna mix and match some stuff together, but then I thought about it and I was like, no, let me just use the full bloody costume. So some games I'm gonna use the full bloody costume, and some games I'm gonna mix and match it because I like how it looks a lot. But the full bloody costume is just so good on Score Merchant. But anyway, looking straight at the game to show how great this build is and why I changed that one perk and what it actually really does something really strong, as you'll see as we continue playing. Okay, we're on Bad Ham Preschool 1. I should really remember which Bad Ham is which, but I believe 1 is the smallest one, but I could be wrong about that. But Bad Ham Preschool is not really a bad map, honestly, for Score Merchant. It just depends on which one you get. Like I said, I think this is the smallest one. Obviously, I could be wrong, but maybe they all have like the same size. Either way, first thing we have to do is, of course, we have to go towards our totem. Now, sometimes you get really lucky with Score Merchant and you get gens that are really close to each other, but in this situation, this is bad. Because we have gens so close to each other, I have to get rid of this drone, so I can put this drone here, because I want to protect both those gens, but I care more about my totem than anything else. So I'm going to put the drone here. Now I can start looking for survivors. What's most important is securing the totem and breaking this wall in my way. So now that we have this, we're going to talk about why I use Pain Resonance instead of Eruption. So in the last video I used Eruption. It worked out pretty well. It was the same thing as going to happen in this video, except I like Pain Resonance a little bit more because Pain Resonance lets you be able to stop a gen that's far across the map than a gen that's not. Also, I look on the left and someone already DC'd, and I'm like, what? And then I recently saw a short that someone made where basically they said if you're playing in Score Merchant and they use one of 2 add-ons, immediately DC the game. And one of the add-ons was brown noise generator, and the other one was shotgun speakers. Now, shotgun speakers I definitely understand, and then brown noise generator I also understand too, because with that combination you can basically be oblivious, or make them all oblivious, and they also don't get skill checks warnings, and then you basically win. And that is extremely strong. But I'm going to this bot first, and then now I down him, Jolt and activate, and now I can see that gen's progressing and turn white. Also, I misread what I said at the beginning of the game. What I meant to say was surveillance will make it so that if a generator is regressing, it's highlighted in white for you. But then if the generator stops regressing, it'll be highlighted in yellow for 16 seconds, and then it'll go back to the normal color. So that's why I use it, because basically we can use Scorch with Pain Resonance. We can see which generator has the most progress and automatically is regressing. As you can see, none of the generators around us turn white, meaning that the generator with the most progress was the one that we already used Jolt on. So that's why it's still highlighted in white, and we'll know if someone goes over there eventually if we see it turn yellow. And as you can see, it turned yellow, so we know exactly what to do. But then they do the gen up there, and I'm like, ah. So one of 2 things will happen normally. Either you're going to use Pain Resonance, and a generator you already had regressing will just continue regressing and lose 25%. Or a generator someone's working on will lose 25%, but because, you know, they're working on it, they're going to just continue working on it, and then they won't lose that 25% anymore. This person's going to vault this window, and my game going through the window. So then I'm going to hit this person. I don't know how that hit, because he ran like in a really weird way where I should have missed that hit, but I didn't. Make sure you always activate that drone that is protecting your totem, because that's what's really important. This guy's in a really annoying spot. I want to break that wall, but I feel like if I break that wall, I'm going to slow myself down. So I'll go after him, but then I hear this gen right here, and because of surveillance, we can hear gens that are, well, 8 meters further than usual. So because of that reason, I was able to hear this gen, and I went after them and made them get off this gen. And now that we know it's regressing, as long as it stays in white, it will be regressing forever. And as you can see over there, that generator is also regressing. So in the last video, I had said, why is this generator highlighted in yellow and then highlighted in white? I'm confused. It's because, like I told you, surveillance will make the gen automatically be yellow once it stops progressing, but eruption makes the gen yellow automatically because you kicked it. So basically, it was yellow and white at the same time, but I guess eruption took priority, so that's why it turned yellow. And I was like, how is it regressing if no one's over here? I'm confused. I'm gonna mind game this, but the guy doesn't even go towards the pallet. He actually goes up and he decides to go inside of the to the window. So I know he's gonna go in the window, so I'm like, okay, I sense you, I can see you here, so I'm gonna swing, because he literally has no way to know where I am, because even though the only way he would have found out where I am is if he heard my footsteps. Now, Squirrel Merchant does have the loudest footsteps I think ever created on the entire planet. I don't think she has the loudest footsteps of all the killers in the game, but her footsteps are so loud. For a killer to have the ability to be stealthy, she has some loud footsteps, and I don't understand. So you can see that generator turn white for a second and then turn yellow. That means that someone's on that gen. That's the gen that we hit with Pain Resonance. So we know that someone's over there. Most likely they're gonna probably complete it before we can actually get over there. And let's see what happens. But luckily for us, it actually is progressing a lot more than I expected, honestly. Make sure I keep activating that drone so we can make sure we protect that totem. Because basically, once the totem gets 3 stacks, I'm happy. I can down 1 or 2 people and then I'm good. It can break. But I mainly just care about getting my 3 stacks. Then I have 2. The 3rd stack is the most important one. That's the easiest we can get it down. I'm breaking all these walls in this building because I hate these buildings. And I think the best way to deal with these loops is to just, break the walls. But breaking walls takes more time than just not having a wall there. But behaviors like, we want to make the killer do extra steps. I'm like, okay. So then I'm doing my totem, and I'm like, well, they're on my drone, and I'm thinking they're on my totem, so I'm like, no. And it's the bot, so I'm like, the bot must know exactly where my totem is, but nope, they just hear my terror radius and immediately run out, and I'm like, okay. Even though they are oblivious, but because bots have wall hacks, they can basically just tell where you are no matter what, so it's annoying. Well, I feel like it's weird. I feel like bots don't have wall hacks until you start chasing them. When you start chasing them, they just are like the best loopers ever created. So we're gonna easily hook this person because the bot can't do anything in that situation. He didn't go towards the pallet for some reason. I guess they're programmed to just not drop the shack pallet. And now he's gonna second hook. We already hooked that bot on the score trick, so we're not getting any value out of it. Sadly, they are oblivious, but also they are one exposed. I'm glad the guy who's exposed and injured. Mainly because he's a claw trap on him, so I know if he drops his pallet, I can just win. So I'm gonna try mind game, but he doesn't even care about mind game. He's like, I'm gonna hold up for you. I don't care. So you can keep going forward. I'm like, okay. So I want to try and put this drone up to give myself the oblivious. Give them the oblivious aspect, and maybe give myself the untenable one to see if I can like win. But nope. Instead, he just drops the pallet immediately. Then he goes back, and I'm like, what? What are you doing? So the claw trap goes away. So I'm like, well, I'm screwed. Now he can't. Now I can't break this pallet. But then he's gonna get really re-exposed. I'm like, okay, he's not gonna vault the pallet. Well, he's gonna vault the pallet, so I'll go around. But because of the killer instinct, I know he didn't vault the pallet. So I'm like, okay. You saw me behind you, but you didn't vault the pallet. That's weird. So as a result, I'm able to get it quick down. And I'm pretty sure we've only hooked him and the bot the entire time. I lie. We have hooked him, the bot, and one person. So now Spore Trick Pain Resonance is gonna activate, and as you can see, that generator is now highlighted in white. And then I look and someone is exposed. I'm like, hello. And it hit me that someone's on my totem. Now, luckily for me, he got exposed. That's the benefit of using Squirrel Merchant. Even like I said, it's really easy to protect your totems. But it's the fact that even if he decides to, even if he what's it called, breaks my totem and no one's exposed, he will sacrifice his life to protect everyone else, which is a good endeavor. And I definitely understand why you do that. But now you're dead on the hook. Well, you're not dead on the hook, but now you're going to be on the hook. And I'm going to activate another Score Trick Pain Resonance. As long as I didn't already hook this person. But I think I've hooked every single person besides the girl. But it's kind of sad. Rebecca Chambers. That's the only person I have now hooked. Yep, I thought so. So now we have no more Hexawire Hope, but it's fine because we have 2 perks. Well, our entire build basically is going to let us see which gens are they working on, so we can get them off the gens and we can chase them. Like I said before, the way I play Skull Merchant, I am not just protecting gens because I love protecting gens. No, I'm literally using perks to get them off the gen so we can kill them, and then as a result we just win the chase because I like chasing survivors more than I like protecting gens. All surveillance does, it literally does as it says, it's surveillance. It lets me be able to tell what they are. So that's why I want to make sure I say that, because I feel like I say it in every video now, because I know a lot of people who watch my videos either just watch me because I post Store Merchant and they like watching Store Merchant, or just come here because they just randomly appear and they're like, hey, he plays Dead by Daylight. But I know a lot of people in the community really hate Store Merchant, and I can definitely understand why. I'm not mad at all. So this person, normally I would go around, but because of the fact that I knew he was going to think I was going to double back, I went this way so I can get her down. But sadly, I have the pallets right here, so I'm like, ugh. So both these pallets are down, and I do a stupid thing like I always do. I never break pallets that are down because I think they're not gonna use them. So I waited for dead hard, but instead he didn't have dead hard. He had off the record. So I'm like, ugh, even worse. I hate off the record. But as a result, we're gonna be able to knock down him. Then this pallet right here, so instead of me breaking it, like I said, I go around it. I'm like, why did I do this? Like, you just break the pallet, and then I don't gotta worry about it ever again. And now he's gonna go through this long loop again. And I'm like, if I just broke the pallet, this never would have happened. But like, I always do this. Like, I always do this into my videos. Sometimes I just don't break pallets. And I think it's because I try and mind game them. Cause I feel like it's better to mind game them than it is to break them. Also, it's because of the fact that I have the ability to I have the ability to give survivors claw traps, and claw traps break pallets. So that's the second reason why I don't break pallets. It's the fact that claw traps exist, and the fact that the fact that claw traps exist, and the fact that I can just mind game most pallets. But then there's the pallets you can't mind game, like, you know, that pallet right there. As you'll see later in the video, I try and mind game that pallet and it's not gonna work. Because for some reason, even though I hooked this person, I did not break that pallet. I just let it, you know, sit there, and now he's dead on hook. But he had off the record, so that chase lasts even longer. I love the perk off the record when I'm using it, but I hate the perk off the record when I'm not using it, because I just feel like 80 seconds is a long time. But the reason why I like the perk is because people tunnel a lot. And I didn't tunnel that guy out the game. I literally just ended up seeing him, and I was like, oh, a free kill. Well, not a free kill, oh, a free hook. Then it hit me who he was, and I was like, oh, great, now I get a free hook, and he's dead. So right here, I get a hit. I'm like, yes. And I see the bot go to the left, so I'm like, okay, I can mind game this. And it hit me, wait, I'm fighting a bot. So I decided to test the bot intelligence. Bots have the ability to wall hack and can literally see exactly what a killer is, or at least can tell exactly what a killer is through walls. There is literally no way to beat this guy because of this fact. Now, do I think this is broken? Of course not. It's a bot. They don't do anything half the time anyway, except do this really annoying wall hack thing. But because of the fact that he was wall hacking, I was like, wait a minute, there is no way I can get this person. So instead, I go over here and I just end up chasing him normally. Luckily, the bot basically leads me to another survivor. So now once I hook this bot, and now he's dead on hook, I can hook him, hook the next person, and then all I have to do is basically deal with these one more survivor. Now, I'm pretty sure the ace is actually dead on hook, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember. I think he's dead on hook. No, he's not dead on hook. Because if he was dead on hook, then I would have more of the hook progress. He is close to death. So now I'm gonna put a drone on this gen, and I'm gonna put a drone on the gen in the main building. And then sadly, sadly for them, but good for us, of course, they have a 3 gen, so there is no way they're winning. Because there's 2 survivors left against a Skull Merchant and a 3 gen. And before someone says in the comments, oh my god, Skull Merchant 3 gen? No, I didn't 3 gen. You literally watched the video. They did this to themselves. I literally was going to every gen and getting survivors off every gen, so that way I can chase them. Meaning I was on every gen. It is not my fault. They decided to 3 gen themselves. The only gen I actually was like near all the time was this one right here, because of the fact that, of course, you know, my drone was here, or my totem was here. So of course I'll be near this gen. So now I'm gonna put drones here because I'm like, well, I have other options. Then this guy gonna keep vaulting that window or pallet, whatever that is, because he kind of realized there's no way he can win. I just gotta put my drones up and basically just let the survivors deactivate them, and then you got a claw trap, and then I know exactly where they are. So that's all I gotta do, because of the fact that that's just how my power works. All I have to do is deactivate the drone, but if I'm smart and I keep reactivating it over and over again, they can't deactivate it. But then this guy's like, well, like I told you, I can't win, I give up. And then he runs towards here, so I'm like, okay. But then he runs over here, and I'm like, why are you over here? Like, you are in a really bad spot. Then I put my drone up to, of course, expose him. Then he screams, I'm like, what? So I'm praying that he is exposed because he screamed like that. So I think that, I can't remember another prayer, I think it's dramaturgy. But sadly, he's not exposed, so I can't kill him. But he is going to vault, and because I broke this window earlier in the match, I have the ability to catch up to him really fast. And he's going to go try to mind game this pallet, but but then he goes the wrong way. I'm like, what are you doing? I want to catch you. And I'm pretty sure you don't have made for this, so there's no way you're going to outrun me. So, of course, I'm going to down him. And now we're going to hook him on a hook, and I'm pretty sure he's like on his second to last hook, or maybe his first hook. Yeah, second to last hook. So now all I have to do is find the last person, which I'm pretty sure is going to be, which I can easily track on me with my claw trap, because they got a claw trap on them. And now all I have to do is kill you. And it's not going to be hard to kill one person. That sounds so weird. But it's not going to be hard to kill one person, especially when they drop the pallet and they have a claw trap on them. So now I'm going to mind game this. But then, of course, the second I drop the pallet is when they decide to be like, ha ha ha, lol, I'm going to lose the claw trap. And I'm like, of course. So the pallet is not getting destroyed, and I have to chase them like normal. So luckily for me, surprisingly, this girl was not really the best chaser. She goes up here, I see her, I swing, forgot there's a pallet there, I forgot how this map works. But then she drops down, I'm like, why did you drop down right there? You don't have balance landing. So then she dies. Like, I don't think she was the best looper. She was more the healer and do gen type, which is fine by me. And now we get a quick hook, and the game is over. But yes, that was the game. It was a really weird game, because, like I said, this build is about making sure you know where survivors are based on the gen progress. Because the reason I made a build like this, I think I said it in the last video, Scrummer is going to get a rework, and it's going to change all of her stuff, and she's not going to be able to basically put drones on gens, because they won't detect people on gens or people who aren't moving. So I thought about using a build where basically I can just see where survivors are based on surveillance. And now that I can tell where survivors are, if I use like surveillance plus what's that perk called? Plus Hex Ruin, I can basically see where survivors are automatically across the entire map, because surveillance never goes away. Eventually Hex Ruin will, but it's just perks like that, a good combination to tell where survivors are, and you don't even need drones to do it. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Try posting your comments so I can please see them, and I want to respond to all of them. I will see y'all in the next video. And if you have anything you want to say, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.